do is pin these together. This was my 2018 class shirt. You can see it has an infinity symbol and it says the limit does not exist. Classic Mean Girls reference. And then over on this side was my, I think, junior year. Yeah, the theme for our halls that year was like superheroes, and we had Spider-Man, which is great because that's like the only superhero I actually like. And then we're on Da Vinci Hall, so we did the Da Vinci Man. Alright, well, it's pinned. Close this so I don't die. I don't even know what I'm gonna do if this sewing machine like messes up at any point. Like, I guess I have the back. This is the Spanish one. I don't know where my English version went. I don't know what I did with it. And I don't know Spanish that well, even though I took it for 3 years. Yeah, okay. And I'll just push it through. Right? Right. Oh, I can just do it slowly. Oh my god. This is probably the most boring sewing video ever. I'm literally just going one at a time. Oh my god, I haven't been sewing like this entire time. Alright, so the first attempt was terrible because the brick, it wouldn't come up, it wouldn't go down, and like I had to restring it. And then when I was done with the crappy rendition of it, I realized I had not lined these up. Like, they're supposed to be the backside and the backside, but instead I did the front, so it was inverted. And to all you people out there who are like, ironing it would help with the crappy edges, like the way it's curling up and stuff. I've never ironed anything in my life, and I'm not starting now. That's scary. That's low. How is that low? What the hell is high? Alright, well maybe if you just sew it a crap ton of times it'll stay together, because that looks pretty good. I only did one. I did one, it's connecting to one other, and I'm exhausted. And I'm gonna go take a break, and I might be done for the night. Alright, I did end up quitting for the night that other time when I was getting very frustrated just trying to do 2 squares together. But I'm back, it's sunny outside, I have good energy, and I've got coffee most importantly, so we're gonna try again. I don't know if I explained like the whole plan of how I'm going to accomplish this, but basically it's gonna be 3 by 5, and I'm gonna stitch each row together, the 3s, and then stitch the 3s together, like 1 by 1 until all 5 are together. And then here is the backing, which is going to be on the back of the quilt. I got 4 yards. And then I also have what is called batting, which is what, you know, you put in between the back and the front to make it fluffy, I guess. The piece that I have, the last one in this row, is my, which one is it? This was my junior year stress fest shirt. Yeah, we'd all get together and then like stress about finals before finals week. And it was kind of like a great time. You'd tie-dye shirts, that was always something you could do. They'd have like a dunk pool, the pool would be open, stuff like that. And if my head ends up like out of shot at any point, I'm sorry, it's just kind of hard to get like a table and the entirety of my torso in the shot, because there's only so much I can back up the camera. That's looking so far. I mean, it's still got like some little gaps I'm sure I could clean up. Overall, I'd say the stitching has improved greatly from the first time, so I'm very happy to be getting better. That is row 1 down. This is my Key Club shirt, that's what it says on the back. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. I was in Key Club all of my time at ASMS. Yeah, it was a pretty good club. I don't know what to say about it. It was a fun club. This is another Stress Fest shirt. This is for my senior year. And it's the worst dye job I've ever done. I have hopes that one of these times when I sew, I will actually be able to get it first try. Alright, so I did have a little trouble with this one because my foot pedal stopped working, and I don't know why, so now I'm forced to use the low switch on the machine, which is low for a crazy person. It's super fast, at least very fast for me, so I guess I did get this done faster than the last one, and also it's terrifying. Anyway, the next shirt is my WOW club shirt. WOW stands for Women of the World. We basically get together once a month and talk about feminist issues. It was mostly women that would go to the club, but there was always, you know, one brave guy who would be a part of it, at least one each year. I'm scared. Okay. Ugh. We are improving people. Look how neat that is. I'm so proud. That's row 2. This row, since this is the 3rd row and it's 3x5, this one's the middle one. Okay. So I got my freshman year stress vest shirt, and this one's honestly my favorite because this was the first time I think I dyed something like a shirt, and it turned out so amazing. And then we have Mega Musical Chairs. I believe this was from my senior year. I'm pretty sure this guy in my class designed this shirt. We usually call him by his last name, but I don't want to say people's last names on here, so Christopher. I think he said that these musical notes actually did the intro of Careless Whisper, so like yeah, I never want to dance again. Is that the same song? I'm really bad with titles. Anyway. And then this one is going to be the middle tile of all the shirts in the quilt. I love this shirt a lot. I got it, I think orientation day, basically. It says home is where the heart is, and I drew in a heart that stands for Huntsville. It's approximately where it was. And then the heart for where the boarding school was, or is, it's still there, in Mobile. And then I connected it. So I think this is the right one to go in the middle of the quilt because, I don't know, there's something really wholesome about home is where the heart is. That's pretty good. So we got this bad boy. This is what is referred to as the incoming shirt because it's a shirt you get for free, like your first year at ASMS. You figure out very quickly that it's not the kind of shirt you want to be wearing around because it's the incoming shirt, and that's how people know you're new. And then I'll go ahead and explain the shirt that's in the row. So every year you get a different hall shirt depending on what hall you're on. There's 4 halls for the girls, 4 halls for the guys. There is Newton. They're all named after scientists. Newton, Einstein, Da Vinci, Curie. And I was on Da Vinci all 3 years, and each year you'd have a different theme. Like, I don't know where my freshman hall shirt is. I cannot find it for the life of me, but I wanted to include it in the shirt so bad, so I figured the only possible replacement would be this shirt. And if you don't know, Dolphin Island is an island that's near Mobile, which is where the school is. And I got this shirt in the 5th grade, actually. I was in ACE, Academic Creativity Enrichment, and we took a trip to Dolphin Island, and I really fell in love with it there. And I never thought I'd be back, but I actually ended up going to the island a whole bunch with my family, and it's really special to me. So I thought it was only fair that this shirt replaced my hall shirt. And this shirt, this is a Life South shirt. But there's a fun story that goes with this, and the story is, I went in one day to get blood, hadn't eaten breakfast. My boyfriend at the time made me eat granola bars and apple juice right before I gave blood. And it must have upset my stomach some, because while I was giving blood, I got very nauseous, and I had to throw up. But it came on so suddenly that I didn't have time to warn anybody, and I threw up on myself. I just went, I'm laying in a chair, and I went, bleh. And, yeah, it was disgusting, and the lady was like, I'm gonna pull the needle. I was like, no, I feel better now. And then I finished giving blood, and I got up and I'm looking at the mats, because we're in the gym, I'm looking at the mats, and then suddenly I'm falling. And the only thing I can feel while I'm falling is the nurse behind me holding me up. And they say I passed out, but I just remember, waking up or whatever with an ice pack, right here to wake me up. I did get this shirt out of it. No! Why does it always mess up my head? Woo! So we're starting the last row. We got Mega Musical Chairs from my sophomore year, I think. I didn't win. I think a junior at the time won. People weren't really happy about it. I'm not gonna name names though. So this was our sophomore year class shirts. And you probably can't see it, but the dragon on the shirt is made entirely out of words. It was the same guy, Christopher, who designed this, and if you wore this shirt around him, he'd say, oh, I like your shirt. I really like the shirt. And then here's our junior year class shirt. I don't know, I like it. It's great, I like the color. I don't have much, there's no story behind this one. One that I haven't mentioned is my senior year class shirt for Da Vinci. We have a hall competition every year, and Da Vinci had won the 2 years that I was there. This was our senior year, so we're trying to do it again. So it says, it has 2 check marks and then one that says inevitable, like we were gonna win the 3rd year. Needless to say, I don't like this shirt. I don't like how cocky it is. I don't like how it doesn't have much to do with the theme of the year. I hate how cocky this is. I never wore this shirt. I always, whenever we had competitions, I'd wear a different shirt. Because everyone already hated Da Vinci anyway for winning. We didn't need to make it like, I hate this shirt. And that's why it's not going in the quilt. It was originally in the quilt and I was like, no, you know what? It doesn't deserve to be in the quilt. No. You know what? I think we're done for today. Alright, it is day 5, and hopefully it's the last day of this project because it's kind of taking a while. Of course, when I tried to show my mom what the sewing machine was doing, i.e. not moving forward any, it worked perfectly fine. We're gonna do the first row and connect it to the second row. Oh, by the way, this shirt, I wore this a lot in high school. It's not my shirt, it's my sister's shirt, and it says the nights that say me. It's a chemistry joke, and then it has the noble gases, and on the back it says something like, I survived AP chemistry, you know, at her high school that she went to, but I didn't go to. She gave it to me, and I wore this shirt for every AP chemistry test that I took in high school. It was my lucky shirt. The first 2 rows are stitched together, and it turned out pretty good. It didn't line up exactly, but it's only like a centimeter off. It's not bad at all. You know what, I think at this point you get what I'm doing. I'm pinning it together and I'm sewing it, and this breaks every like 10 seconds. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to when I have all of these rows stitched together, just so it's better for you guys and worse for me. The machine just isn't really strong enough to do the work that I'm about to do, which is I'm going to take my backing, cut it, sew it back together so that it's big enough for this, because right now it's not long enough. This way, like this isn't long enough. So I'm gonna cut this longer on 2 inches each side, and then I'm gonna cut the batting, I believe, 1 inch bigger than this on each side, and then I'm gonna fold this over to make a border for the front. I don't know if that makes sense, me saying it, because I'm a very visual person, I have to see it, but that's what I'm gonna do. But we're not gonna use this machine. I'm gonna go over to my Oma's house and use her sewing machine, because it's a lot less dinky than this. Which is the length of the front. Alright, so we're taking the batting. It's gotta be 1 inch bigger on both sides, because that's how big the border's gonna be. So it's gonna be inside, so we're just gonna eyeball it. Is it about the engine? How do I start this one? It's a pedal. It's only pedal. Why? What's wrong with that? Because I suck at pedal. You want me to do it? No, I don't want you to do it. Yeah. This machine is so much better. Alright, so we got the backing right side down, then the batting in the middle, and then the front side up. And we're gonna flip this. I'll see you guys when the madness is over. We finished it. It took longer than expected, just like everything else I do. What time is it now? 6:43. And I started working on this at like 12 today, and we just finished It looks really good. The lines are pretty straight, which is good. And we did the border. There's some places where it would get caught and like fold in on itself, but that's okay. It just adds character. I'm very proud of myself for doing this because I went from 0 to 100 as far as sewing. I think I have a pretty good grasp on it now. Thanks, Mom, for helping me. We're done. I give this a 2 out of 5. It loses a point because it's not fun. It loses a point because it's kind of expensive because we had to buy like the backing $12, the batting $12, the kit to make me learn how to sew was like $15. So if you don't already have the stuff, it's kind of expensive. And it also takes a lot of time. I spent like 5 days on this, doing this whole project, and it's not even like very complicated, it's just big squares. I recently found out today that normal people send their shirts off and have someone else do it, and it's about the same price. Are you sure it's like $50?
I don't know.
She doesn't know. I'm sure it's around the same price.
They were having a sale.
You don't have to put yourself through this. I'm not saying I'll never sew anything again, but I'll never do this again. And I wouldn't recommend it to anyone who doesn't already have all the stuff and expertise. So yeah. Bye.